A total lunar eclipse is a temporary astronomical event where light from a source is blocked by an intervening celestial object and is reflected off an orbiting moon that is entirely passing through the shadow cast by an intervening celestial object. Let's unpack this definition. For a total lunar eclipse, we need to have light from a source. Well, that light from a source is the sun, and it is blocked by an intervening celestial object. And that intervening celestial object is the Earth. Now notice that the nighttime side of the Earth is entirely drawn in the dark, so I'm just going to continue the Earth's nighttime side with that blue curvature line. Now the total lunar eclipse has this sunlight reflected off an orbiting moon. So here is the orbiting moon. It's in its orbit going around the Earth. And it says that the moon is entirely passing through the shadow cast by the intervening celestial object. So as you can see, the moon is passing through the deepest, darkest shadow on its orbital path around the Earth. So when it passes in this deepest, darkest shadow, a person or a telescope on the nighttime side of the Earth will look up, and what they see is sunlight that is reflected off the face of that moon. So let's see how that occurs. We have sunlight streaming from the sun, and it grazes the Earth's atmosphere, and it bounces off the moon and into the telescope or into the eyes of the viewer. Same thing on the other side of the Earth. It bounces off the moon and into the telescope or into the eyes of the viewer. And they would see this reddish orange color because the light we see at sunrise and at sunset is this orangish color. So we could change it to this red color if you want. So it turns red, bounces off the moon, and comes into this telescope or the eyes of the viewer. So this is how we obtain a total lunar eclipse.